welcome. In this one I've rediscovered a forgotten project. I packed this one up when I moved house and thought I'd give this another tackle, but we'll take it back to the start. So I'm led to believe this is a bit of coast live oak. I think it's native to California. For some reason I just had the overwhelming desire to resaw this on the bandsaw and try to mill it up into usable bits. I got the idea for the project from a medieval fair I went to. I saw them selling wooden goblets, but no intention of trying to make one that's proper or coopered. I just wanted to play around, turn this old rubbish bit of wood into ultimately a rubbish looking cup. Took a bit of doing, but I just took my time and I could eventually resaw it. You can see there's a bit of light spalting on there, which kind of a bit of a surprise to see. Like you can dye that and stabilise it and it comes up quite nice. Now that I've got two sort of as square as they can be square corners, I can rip a couple more edges off and eventually resaw the first cut that I cut that wasn't square because it couldn't sit properly, and then end up with a block. Well, do that in a sec. I'm just squaring off the ends. So you can see here a little sliver wasn't quite square on the first cut, but didn't take much to buzz it off. Now that it's square, I just cut it into little I don't know, blank blocks, I guess. So that's what all the blocks look like when they came up. Sprayed a bit of metho on them just to see if it would bring out any colour, but didn't seem to do a lot. So I've taken one of the blocks and just ripping it down again into smaller pieces. Then I'll rip those pieces in half again, and I'm left with these small bits. Just square off the ends. Cut them all up into uniform lengths. Because I'm trying to make, I guess, a circle, I wanted to rip the corners or the edges to make it, I don't know, if you're building a barrel, I think they're called stays, but it's not really a barrel. I'm just mucking around. So I've ripped off one edge on an angle, but I thought I'd take it to the belt grinder and sand off all the saw marks. So once I take the saw marks off the front and back face, I'll end up just lightly taking the face or the saw marks off the little bevel cut that I've done, carefully, without changing the angle too much. Once I've sanded them up, I can run them back through and cut the other side's bevel. Now they're all cut and dressed, I can see what the first mock-up of the fit-up. I've never done anything like this before, but I guess it's never stopped me from fiddling around and trying things. Miscalculated on how many pieces I'd need, but more's better than not enough, I suppose. So once I got them in this position that was here, I noticed that the I don't know, the fit up wasn't very good. I'd have to dress the edges. There's gaps in there. Well, if you can see it in there, it's like it's bowed. So I thought I'd get a bit of sandpaper and stick it on my marble block. Well, not stick it, just spray a bit of water on it so it's sort of the friction locks it to the flat surface. And then just work it until it's flat, I guess. So just use a ruler just to see if I can see any daylight in between the ruler and the edge of the stay. And when I think I've got it, I put it back and test fit it. There's a bit of back and forth with it. I got it good enough. So then I've got all them fitted. You can just try to do the glue up. So the trick with the glue up is if you use a small brush, you would only put enough glue out that you need, and you would minimise the squeeze out. Yeah, but that takes too long, so I'll just put heaps of glue in there and clean the squeeze out later. Yeah, so now it's sort of holding shape. I'll just clamp it together with like heaps of electrical tape, and hopefully that'll do the trick for it to dry. So yeah, just a wet rag, wipe out all the squeeze out. Kind of thought it'd be nearly impossible to sand inside there. Now, once it's dry, put on a disc sander and dress up the ends. Make them all plain and smooth. And just trace out the template so I can put a base, cut the base out. Never been really good at cutting the base out. Like you could nearly say I'm not an ace of it. But if I cut just short of the line and then sand up to the line, I figure it's got to fit. And there you go. That's as good as I can get it. Just wipe off the excess and have a look at the fit up. I wasn't really convinced that you wouldn't have been able to notice any little gaps, so I thought I would just try to make up a bit of filler with some sawdust and a bit of glue and push that into any little gaps that were there. Just scrape off the excess glue as best as I can. And then that's about it. It's about now we go back to the future or the present, and this is where I left off. Found it. So just sand off all the tape residue and re-sand it all. Once I've done all the facets or the edges, I just round off the peaks a bit. Redress up the top and base on the disc sander. Touch up the base with a bit of 220 by hand. Give it a bit of a tickle up with a Scotch-Brite pad. Then I thought I'd give it a coat with this sanding sealer. I think it's good for sealing where you've sanded. Hadn't used it for a while, it's been sitting on the shelf for a couple of years, so all the solids had sunk to the bottom, so give it a bit of a good stir. Don't exactly know what this thing does, but I've noticed that if I like using true oil to finish timber, but if I use this stuff first, I can get away with only using 1 or 2 coats of true oil to fill the grain up, so it saves time. So I thought I'd knock together a quick little trivet. I was too impatient to sit there and wait for it to dry. So once it's dry, I'll give it a bit of a hit with a Moron Scotch-Brite pad. Now I'll just make a tack cloth with a bit of isopropyl alcohol, wipe all the dust off, get it ready for the true oil. I put way too much on to rub on with my finger, so to rub it in with a paper towel. Yeah, once that dried, give it a bit of a scuff with some 4-0 steel wool. Then apply some, I don't know, it's like a beeswaxy, polishy stuff. It smells delicious. I don't know what else is in it. It just goes on like a bit of a paste wax. You just rub it in, and then once it's all on, you buff it off. Give it a bit of a tickle up with a polish pad because I'm too lazy to buff it by hand. So I want to put a bit of a foam pad in the base of this thing, so I'll just sort of make a quick and dirty template with just my finger. You can't see it in the camera, but my dirty fingers have made a line around the paper that I can snip out and get the side or the shape. Just remember, ask an adult if you're going to use sharp scissors. So this is just a bit of, I don't know what you call it, but when you buy stuff, it comes in the packing. I save it because it's sometimes handy for stuff like this. So that fits pretty good, not as tight as a finger in a bum, but it's good enough. Now this thing's like remotely finished. Thanks for watching. If you like my stuff, subscribe. Hit me up with the message, share it, comment, like it. Thanks heaps.